Okay, here is Willie the BP, West Point, and this will be the fall, will be about September 1963. September 1963, and that'll be, I think that was Ron Lind. I'm not sure who the other two were. This is taken from the East Barracks. Taken from the East Barracks. They're in the room up there. Yeah, I first got this camera. Here comes the parade. There's Brendan with the company commander. That's Ken Bloomfield, I think. There is Art Mack, Russ Russell, Randy Nanstead. I'm not sure who that other guy there was on the right-hand side. I don't think they weren't file closers. I don't remember what the name of that position was. Supposed to be a parade at West Point in the fall of 1963. There's the Army Band. There's the parade out there. There's Company C1. And Willie Neal was the, whoops. Okay, here we have Randy Nanstead in the room. In the room doing handstands. I've got stuff a little mixed up there. Got too many things going on. Okay, here he is doing handstands, and he was really he would go up and down the halls at night, walking on his hands, and for the entertainment of everybody. Here's me making some modest attempt to mimic, I guess, what he was doing. And this was an inspection in ranks one Saturday. That's Mike McKinley there. Not sure. There's Ron Lynn, and there comes Willie Neal checking the space there in the back. There's Mike McKinley with the three stripes. There's Randy Nanstead. He just went to parade rest. There comes Brendan facing us with Ken Bloomfield right behind him. They're inspecting cadets there. And then zeroing in on Art Mack, Jerry Richardson and Charlie Brown, headed out for Trophy Point, I guess. And this is Trophy Point looking to the north. Now Warren Miller. Warren and I were roommates during the fall there, fall part of 1963. This will be out at Camp Buckner. Hank Thomas and I went to, signed out a truck and took a camping trip for the weekend. You could sign out a truck and then go out and do camp. So we were out there cooking and just camping. That was about it. But just little times to get away were quite welcome. There's Hank stoking the fire. There was our lean-to there, a couple of mattresses. Put all that stuff in the back of the pickup and went out 5-10 miles out there to Camp Buckner and just camped out in the woods. There's Hank fixing breakfast on Sunday morning, I'm going to guess it was. Me making coffee, I would guess. And now we have a parade. The lighting isn't real good, but I think it comes through okay. The white gloves and the white Rust Belts certainly show up nice in the picture here. Well, this will be the fall of 1963. I'd gotten this camera in the September time frame, I think it was just after the Labor Day. Here we have a pass and review. That's Company C1. I think that may be me in front of that platoon right there. As I recall, I think it is. The platoon leader for the second platoon there for parade. Now here we are, looking, this is what, down in the area. Cadets walking punishment tours on central area. This is from the top of the Hilton, that'd be East Barracks. It was looking to the west. You could see that in the outline there. These are cadets out there walking the area, walking off punishment tours. Denny O'Block, this up in the room. Denny, this is all posed, but we didn't know what else to do, so we said, well, let's just pose and do something natural. So anyhow, these guys are taking a nap one afternoon. There's Len Hardy. He's going to pretend that he's waking up. Oh yes, it was all staged, but we're going to do it again. We didn't get quite the right one, so there we go. Well, there's Len just pretending he's waking up, yawning. There he is, smiling broadly. Now back under the brown boy. Those comforters are called brown boys. There's Denny back again, going to crawl back under the brown boy. Yeah, we didn't, and the lights go up. Now this is real. Ron Lind is asleep there, and Bob Gesner's tickling him with a string. So you'll see, okay, Ron wakes up and realizes we got the camera in there and just taking a picture. But he was actually napping. That was real. Okay, football weekend, one of the football weekends at West Point, Mikey Stadium. Certainly been a lot of changes in 40 years. Again, this will be fall of 1963. There's the band. And number 83 out there, our team captain, that was Bill Cheskevich. Bill and I roomed at Fort Lewis the following year after we were commissioned, and then Bill went off to Vietnam. Okay, soccer, intramural soccer. I don't remember the names of a lot of these fellas. I don't remember the names of any of these, most of these guys at all. Wait, Hennessy, I believe, and Wallace, I think. I'm not sure. Not sure. Okay, that was Warren Miller starting it off there, and he was playing center. So a little kicking around here. So that was Company C1. This was down on the North Playing Field at West Point, up on the railroad tracks, north of Shea Stadium. So there's the Hudson River in the background. That's Brendan Quan. That's Brendan fooling around there. We'll finish the game, and there I am coming back. We're going to back up to the barracks for supper. Ron Lind, he was trying hurriedly he was rushing a project or a paper to get finished. This is real. We were in there harassing him. Another football weekend. That's Lusk Reservoir in the background, and everybody walking up to the stadium there to watch the football game. There's Carl Lettery. I can't remember the name of the other fellow that was with him there. There's Colonel Shemp directing the band. You can just barely see him in the background, and in comes the team. Paul Dietzel. Paul Dietzel's the coach. I'm not sure that he had the nickname then. I think subsequently he was referred to as Pepsodent Paul or something like that. Number 63 was the team captain on this day. I'm not sure who that was. Again, some more shots of Army football. Okay, a few more going here. A few more plays. Again, another football game there would be the fall of 1963. Dick Height was the place kicker. Don't know if he made that or not. The Army Mules. And here comes the band. Now this was where we passed the cheerleader up, passing them up like you can see there. They'd put their arms up, and then we'd turn them around at the top, and you just throw them down. They would never hit the bleachers because somebody would catch them, but it was a real rush, I guess. That was always kind of a tradition. Okay, this will be Goat Engineer game, Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, 1963. We're walking out the Goat Engineer football game. That's myself, and then there's Stan Fracker on the right. So this is the Goat Engineer game, kind of the goats versus the hives, the engineers. That was Bob Craighill, I think, was the drum major for that year, so he's out there going through his antics, and there goes the Goat Engineer band. Be the rally, the bonfire for the Navy rally, rally for Navy game. Unless I'm mistaken, I think this was the weekend after Kennedy was shot. They actually delayed the game by a week because of the Kennedy assassination. I'm pretty sure this was the year. There we are, getting the team ready to go off to Philadelphia to beat Navy. Pete Dawkins came in to help charge the team up. Now this shot was taken again from the East Barracks, which we referred to as the Hilton, and that's down in central area. So there's Pete Dawkins in combat boots and Class A's, talking to the officer in charge. Now they're going to go over and inspect the team and wish the team and help the team off, send the team off. There's the football team. Dawkins going through and congratulating them. Now we escort the team out to the gate. So it starts in central area, leads with the tank there. We'll have the bus and a lot of frivolity going on. Down the Thayer Road, in the background, there's Pete Gleaser, Company C1, our classmate. Now here's a bunch of classmates. Left, right. There's Willie Neal, Ron Lind, Tom Thomas, Mike McKinley, and Denny O'Block. That would be from left to right there. Still recognize the guys. I'm sure they haven't changed a bit over the years. That's more than 40 years. That'll be 41 years ago. 40 years ago this past fall. There's the bus with the Army team. And there we are marching into Veterans Stadium for the Army-Navy game. Just for dating, I'm actually dubbing this thing on May 1st, 2004. It's a Saturday. Jane's back in Ohio there with the family. So, okay, there's Paul Dietzel, the Army coach. And that's, of course, the midship right there. And there are the colors for the cadets. There.